She did it just like clockwork, right on cue. Folks, we got a big show here today. Very big, very powerful. It's huge. I'm going to show you a lot of details, a lot of concerning details, as a matter of fact. And it's just let's just cut the hooey. It's an outright disaster. This whole charade. Oh my God. It's so. Let's get into it, folks.
Once upon a time, I thought I was so smart, but now my life is falling apart. There's nothing I can do, a total eclipse of my hair part. Oh yeah. A total eclipse of my hair part. It's bad. Oh yeah.
All right, what's going on, everybody, folks? How you doing? How's your day? How's everything going? Listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of the show. Folks, who loves you, baby? Number one, all right? Number two, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit your bells, all that jazz. Listen, we got a lot to cover here. So Sharkle Markle, by the way, you think this yacht, oh my God. You think she's watching the channel? I put out a video yesterday. I say she's not a real mom. Allegedly, my opinion. By the way, all of these videos that I'm putting on this certain playlist, it's called Operation Markle. Destabilize and Divide. If you haven't seen them all, you really want to go check them out. Listen, so anyways. So, Sharkly, brain surgeon that she is, right? Optimus Prime here. Decides to put this post together, and there's so many wacko details in this that we got to get into this, okay? And by the way, the whole thing is bizarre, to say the least. And it even ruins, this even ruins her own thesis on why she allegedly filmed where she did, and ruins her own thesis on the fact that it's a season 2. She shoots holes in everything. By the way, these kids, I'm telling you, they allegedly everything's allegedly my opinion. These kids did not. These kids, she has the motherly instincts of I don't know what's an animal that exists all by its lonesome and once it's born. That's what she is. All right, here we go. So this is Sharkle Markle's beautiful Instagram page. None of it makes any sense. Just ignore that whole part, okay? This is the first shot. Now, let's see if it blows up big. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. I just wanted to experience this with you guys kind of at a first. I've seen them, but I didn't want to look too much so I can get that first kind of glance with you guys. All right, number one, they got the Fred Flintstone, the thigh bone here or whatever, and this contraption that this rocket scientist thinks anybody's gonna buy. This looks like a Hubble telescope here. I mean, if you had a lens or something. Anyways, so Sharkle's leaning in. All right, he's got the knife. Thank God it's not Daniel, all right? Because shit could go awry, all right, if it's Daniel. But just look, what are you seeing? What stands out the most? And I ain't this big thunder thigh here. What stands out the most? If I said something is reflecting and glowing at you and stands out like enormously, way too big, what would it be? He is bald on top, okay? His melon does not sheen like this melon right here. I mean, that is some hun. What? If she released this photo, I'm telling you, that's not a good look. With the light directly shining down on that Klingon thing right there, man. That's a sheen. That's a mean sheen. He's pointing at it like, look at that shit. He's like, screw this. He's like, look at this shit. Look at that sheen. I'm telling you. I'm surprised the photographer had to retire after this shot. Broke the camera, and his retinas were damaged. All right? So that's number one. She's given this fake touch. Like, and nothing is, by the way, nothing is like genuine or sincere. There's not like a real moment. You know what I mean? Anyways, okay, so we're moving on. How many times did they have to take this photo just to get this with the mouth open and the whole thing? Like, you know what I mean? Just, can't you just, you know, just be like, I don't know. Everything's so, by the way, here's the other thing too. You got to think about it like this. She's probably like, you know, think about it. You're a hired person, allegedly, quote unquote, right? And it's like, you got to be this pretend thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of, you know, whatever. Now we get to this, okay? So we got Archibald Dinklage, who's, no offense, is probably running the whole crew, right? He's a professional photographer trained by one of the best photographers in the world. I had a first class ticket. Listen, I was on this train, and this white lady. So you got to think. Archibald wanted to like a camera after meeting the greatest photographer in the world, Masson. I used to work on the financial district, Harriman in London. All right. Alleged, the whole story. You got to watch the Masson video. I'm not going back into this whole shindig. The whole purpose. Oh, please. I told about painted the purpose. This is Archie's iPhone. He's in between wedding gigs and whatever else. He's got, you know, bat mitzvahs and everything else he's shooting. Now he's directing this alleged lady. He's like, all right, hey Toots, over, you know, you're out of the frame. Okay, let's put some powder on that melon. Powder that melon. It's shining again. That melon's shining. What do you think, little Betty? Little Betty's like, this audio's terrible. Oh my God, this woman is, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I couldn't agree with you more, little Betty. Can we get some, can we manipulate the audio, please? Archibald's running the whole crew here, right? Running the whole shindig. Okay, very nice. By the way, just a little tip, everybody. Red hair is a recessive gene, okay? So if you like go like down the whole genome thing, and remember in their own documentary, I don't know if this little person has blue eyes. Who knows? This is probably the 50th little person we've seen, allegedly. But she was like, she has those blue eyes. Like, she was all irritated about it. Like, why would you be irritated about it? You know what I mean? Blue eyes. Oh my God, she had these blue freaking eyes. Ugh, please, nothing looks. Where's the Markleness in either one of these? Nowhere. So think about this. Red hair is a recessive gene. So Charles does not have red hair. I don't believe so. So that would be the horse guy or the Pembroke, the Earl of Pembroke. Probably you got that redhead. And then Princess Diana allegedly maybe had a recessive red gene somewhere in the family. Then that would have put however they mix this whole chemistry set, if this is even what's going on, with whoever birthed these two. Probably two separate people, let's be honest. Probably not even the same people. Probably, who knows, right? This is all alleged. So then how do you come up with this? You know what I mean? Pale skin, both of them redheads? Do you know what I mean? That looks red. I mean, that don't look brown. That looks red. That's definitely red. Both? Both. Okay. All right, moving on. I don't know what this is. I don't know who TA is. I can't even think of it. Who's that? And then Love You, Meghan. So they signed this book, Great Menu, with a smiley face with ears. Are these devil horns? Did the devil do this? Is the devil there? Satan there? Is this like, you know, the Illuminati? No, that's an A. I don't know. Okay. Then we get over here. Megan's like, oh my God, screw that Christina Ronaldo bitch. I'm going to show her my rock. Oh my God, please. Like, what is the deal? She probably thought she was like, oh my God, I look so hot in this. Definitely use this one and zone in on my crooked thumb. Zone in on my thumbprint here. You can't here's the deal. This is how you know she's an operative right here. You can't take a thumbprint off of that. It looks like her thumbprints have been removed, right? Okay, look at her thumb divot there and the divot there. What does that tell you, folks? It tells you she's been pushing that thumb against a lot of things, all right? And with that thumb thing comes a lot of responsibility, a lot of ability. She's probably like, oh my God, I look so fierce. Use this photo, please. Her teeth flare out too. It's odd. They go outward. You know what I mean? They have a fling to them. They have a they have a curvature. They have a curvature of the earth. I don't know what's going on with the chops. Anyways, she's like, oh my God, look at my shoulders. They're so great in this. Oh, please. Now, okay, tell me this isn't the most crazy photo, right? Even the dog. Remember, this is Broke Leg Beagle. So now we've got, okay, just look at this disaster zone right here, all right? You got Broke Leg Beagle, right? Trying to alert this little person who's allegedly 3 years old here. Now, I'm not a parent, but I can tell you I would not let a 3-year-old sit on a director's chair that high and kneeling. I mean, what the hell is going on here? This looks like a danger zone, right? Even guys like, listen, she threw me out of a window. They're setting you up, kid. They're setting you up. This is not good. Other thing, Daniel, right, is probably coming in bleeding. Oh my God, Daniel, what are you doing? Are you bleeding again? Did you cut yourself again? Oh, Megan, please. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I cut myself. I was just using a fork. I cut myself. First of all, folks, look at this disaster. Look at this disaster. There's a captain's chair that's right in front of a door swinging open. Who, even without the little person, who in their right mind puts a little person, or take the little person out, who puts a chair in front of a door that's opening? Who does this? Then, if that wasn't enough of a hazard, you then let's up the stakes here, right? Let's go all in. So we're gonna put the 3-year-old, right, on balancing on her knees or whatever. So there's no way she could land on her feet now if she fell. Okay, she couldn't even brace herself. She's going right noggin first into the wood. Guy's like, I'm telling you, you're gonna have 2 broken paws, little one. And then, if that wasn't enough chaos, okay? And there's like metal cases here and shit that they're moving in and everything. If that wasn't enough of a hazard, you've got the door swinging in. You've got the little person unbalanced on this. You know, these chairs are shit too. You know what I mean? If you ever sat in one of these things, I'm surprised they even make them. Then, you've got the worst person in the world who can't use a butter knife for 3 seconds without an emergency room visit coming in, and he's got glasses on, so he's got bad eyes, right? He don't know what the hell's going on. And he's like, oh my God, Megan, oh my God. And he's coming in, swinging the door, hit the kid, bang, 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 it's downstairs, right? On top of which, he's probably bleeding. He's probably it's probably an emergency, so he's probably frantic. Then she's got flip-flops here, or they're probably $1,000, right? It costs anybody else, $8. She spent $1,000. She's got her penny loafers here, okay, which will come up in another shot here. And then she's got her red witch shoes here. Okay. I still don't get him coming in. This had to be planned. Because who's going to put a door and a chair here? This is stupid. Especially if somebody's coming in and out. And then why he's coming in slow, so he must know the chair's there. So this was all just set up. Because he's like, oh my God, I'm just going to sneak my head in. And this is how much she wanted him in the shot. She took literally, he can't even get both eyes in the frame. That's how of a disaster zone this is. And then you've got Broke Leg Beagle here as a witness. I'm telling you. Think about this. Broke Leg Beagle, mysteriously, before everything comes out, is gone. He's in the wind, right? I think he turned states. I think they're building a case. I think this whole thing could just go to town in a handbasket. However, they get rid of Guy. Think about this. Guy's been around all the conversations. He knows about the bump. He knows all the bullshit. And then he probably witnessed something terrible here to this little person that was hired, right? She's hired, okay, allegedly. Guy witnesses an accident from Daniel the disaster here, right? I'm telling you, could be all kinds of lawsuits here. And who's the witness? Daniel ain't gonna talk. Daniel ain't gonna say shit. Daniel knows too much. He'll be paddleboarding at somebody's house that could have been a president at one point in time in a pond that's not that deep. But who would talk? Who witnessed the whole thing? By the way, who's getting up there in years? Got nothing to lose. Loose cannon. Ready to risk it all. Tired of taking this shit. And who has a vendetta about breaking both the paws, allegedly getting thrown out of a window? Who's got a vendetta? Bang. Guy. Who's disappeared before this even comes out, before any of this stuff comes out? Guy. Tell me he's not in the pooch protection program, and I want you to prove it. Prove it. Receipts. I don't tell me some hearsay bullshit. I want evidence. Guy. You know how to get a hold of me. Next one. Dead giveaway. Okay? A high tide raises all boats. However, she's sending a message here that I don't think people are picking up. First of all, this is not calligraphy. This is a catastrophe of writing. Could you imagine if somebody wrote you some shit like this? What is this shit? I mean, you are a clown. If I saw this, the D goes this way? What? The D. It looks like she's writing, this is a C. None of this makes sense, but here's what you really need to pick up on, and this is a message, this is subliminal, but I'm going to break it down. High. Who's always high? This looks like tide raises, which is I, which just looks like I, this looks like an I, right? Raises, eyebrows, okay? High, eyebrows. Who's got big boats? Thank you. I'm high, my eyebrows are raised, and I got huge boats. Thank you. Riddle solved. Riddle solved. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Now, this one. Penny loafers. Okay. By the way, you can see all their foot marks here, which is great. It's awesome. So they obviously walked on the grass to get over to here. So now let's gander this. The alleged husband with the necklace. I mean, dude, what a douche. But the husband, allegedly, partner, can't keep that in mind, and the Oba Wolf both have a French tuck. Both have a French tuck. Are you shitting me? Both have a French tuck? Okay. She's got some man shirt on. Ain't his. Some other man. Penny loafers. She's flexing the boat right here. Why? Nobody knows. And then you got numb nuts right in the center. Oh, please. Oh, please. By the way, there's another dead giveaway here. Okay, nothing really to see here. All right, I'm sure this is a nice lady. I don't know who this is. Now, look at the date. November 1st, 2024. November 1st, 2024 was a Friday. Capiche? Archibald Dinklage is directing. Why does this look like Ashley Hale? Why does this look like Ashley Hale? Doesn't it? Possible. Could be, allegedly. But this is November 1st, 2024, which was a Friday. And according to Numbnuts in People magazine, why Sharkly Markley decided not to film her Netflix show. Oh my God. I wanted to protect that safe haven, she says. We're a close-knit family. We're so close. We're so close I don't even see any of them. It's so, oh my God, we're that close. Honestly, that doesn't make any sense. And I love those moments. Putting Lily down, like, for a nap. Sorry. Two thoughts, same time. Having lunch together. It's always daytime shit. It's a school drop off, whatever, they come over for a snack. The parents take them home, whatever, allegedly. Having sacred time together at the end of the day. She adds, our kitchen is where Mama just cooks for the family. Well, who the hell's Mama? And with a house of 80 plus people, that's a lot of people to have in your house. Yet, she brings the little people to the house. That tells you that's some bullshit right there. All right? She brought the little people on a school day. All right? You going to tell me they're not busy? They don't got nothing to do all day? Archibald's directing. She's cutting corners. Right? Pocketing the money. She's like, yeah, there's 80 people working. Maybe 78. 2 of them happen to be executive producers. Archibald Dinklage. A. Dinklage. See if there's an A. Dinklage listed on one of the credits. And if somebody named Betty Lowell Mountbatten is on the credits, I bet you'd be surprised. So clearly, something's afoot here. All right. And also, think about this. If she's like, oh my God, well, there's a season 2. Well, clearly, bitch, it was all filmed at the same time. So you just ruined your whole thesis here on the reason that you filmed at a different house. Number 1. And number 2, well, I guess. She's like, oh my God, I'm just going to have these little, I gotta get some photos. I need to bring these little, excuse me, hello, is this the agency? Yes. I just need some photos. Can you bring them down? Sure. Oh my God, do we got to pay for their lunch? Ugh. Yes, okay, fine. Oh my God, please, it's a school day. I don't care if it's a school day, just bring them. Please, what do I care? Oh, it's extra for that? Okay, fine, whatever. And then she goes to the Meghan playlist, all right? Which, all of it, by the way, there's a secret detail. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to leave this as an Easter egg. There's a secret detail, okay, in something on this page. And that's all I'm going to say. Let me know your thoughts. Hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. And who loves you, baby?
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.
What? You think so?
States of America.
What?